Hey Adam, I thought about your question for a minute, and this is what I came up with, and it might be a little politically charged, but it'll work. So you've got two politicians, and they're very important people, and they have a lot of attendants or aides or people around them on the outside that do a lot of the interviews or outward-facing things for their day-to-day stuff. So let's say politician A and politician B need to talk to each other, but they can't find the time or they can't get close to each other because, let's say, they're Republicans and Democrats, and they would get in trouble with their parties. So what would happen is an aide would get in touch with an aide from the other team, like my drawings, and ultimately what would happen is that these aides, they would leave their party, or they would leave their politician or their senator, and they would come together to have a talk face to face with each other, and that would link each of these parties together. And this doesn't, it's not permanent in that this can break at a time, so eventually their conversation might be over and they would then go back to their particular person and wait for the next meeting to come up. So this is kind of like atoms, where you would have something like, let's say we have a sodium and its 1 valence electron, and a fluorine with its 9 or 8 or 7 valence electrons. I'm sorry, 4, 6, 7. These electrons. This is obviously ionic, but the valence electron is what forms the bond with the fluorine. And this bond can break at any time through various chemical means. So the electrons are the outside pieces of atoms that get shared or taken or given to form bonds of some kind in a chemical reaction. So I hope that helps. I think it would be a good illustration for your students. Let me know if you have more questions. Happy to help.